di Suga, where I say the vineyard is called Vigna del Lago, and the soil in this area is made only by small stones, sand and clay of the origin of the river. The microclimate here will be a little bit more continental, so a little bit more colder than the south part of Montalcino, and here in this area is where the grapes are ripening a little bit more later than the other side of Montalcino. Then in the early 80s, with the first golden age of Brunello di Montalcino, the seller buy other 15 hectares in the southwest side of Montalcino, where the soil is more sand but from the erosion of the rocks. And here the microclimate will be hot and humid in the day, and because the less distance to the Tyrrhenian Sea, in the night this area will cooling down with the cooler wind coming from the sea. In the early 2000, when Angelini Pharma buy this wine cellar, they buy also the last 18 hectares of vineyards in the southeast side of Montalcino. This is also the most historical side of Montalcino for the producer of Brunello di Montalcino. And here the soil is made only by rocks. And the microclimate will be similar like to the southwest side of Montalcino, but it's hot and dry. And the colder wind comes down from the Montamiata mountain to cool down this area. Now, in this moment, we produce one Rosso di Montalcino and one Brunello di Montalcino made of a blend of all Sangiovese grapes from all 3D areas. And then from every area we produce one single vineyard Brunello di Montalcino, and from the southwest side, not only Brunello di Montalcino, but also Rosso di Montalcino of single vineyard.
Super.
So this is where we are now. So small stones, sand and clay by river origin. Southwest side of Montalcino, almost sand. And in the southeast side of Montalcino, rocks.
Fantastic! I love that. I love all that. Is this the browner color? Is this the? I'm guessing. Is this the Pietraforte? This one?
Yeah, Pietraforte. Yes. Pietraforte.
And is this what they would call Galestro? This one?
Galestro and clay. Yes.
I'm doing well so far.
Because Galestro is a kind of stone made of clay. And this is this.
Okay. And this one, this is...
This is from volcanic origin.
Okay. The first Brunello I'm going to try from Vicla da Lago. And Lago means lake. And the lake is there. And the vines that they come from are just there. And further down the road as well. So that's nice to be able to look at the vineyard while drinking the wine.
So for the Vigna del Lago, how I say it, is the Brunello di Montalcino made with the vineyards here around the cellar. This is the most gentle Brunello di Montalcino that we produce. We call it also the female Brunello di Montalcino because of his elegance, of his gentle. He's very, very gentle. At the nose, the first we can feel is this notes of red cherry. After comes out also the balsamic part like rosemary, and also the mineral part because of the soil. In the mouth it's very, very gentle. The tannins are very, very gentle. So there are not a lot of tannins, but very, very gentle tannins. It's also difference between the other Brunello di Montalcino is the most lightest Brunello di Montalcino. You feel it very, very light in the mouth.
Okay.
The Brunello di Montalcino Poggio al Granchio is the Brunello di Montalcino made with the grapes coming from the southeast side of Montalcino, I would say. So the classical, the historical part of Montalcino. We call it also our male Brunello di Montalcino because it's the most strongest Brunello di Montalcino that we're going to produce. The first you can feel at the nose is this notes of these smoky notes because of the soil. They are rocks from volcanic origin. Also the balsamic part, you can feel it a lot. The mineral part also, and this sensation of herbs also at the nose. In the mouth it will be very, very strong. The tannins are very, very
structured.
it's the most structure of our Brunello di Montalcino, I think. So it's very, very, how can I say, it's
bold, full-bodied.
It's very full-bodied. So
kick-ass.
The last one, the Vigna Spuntali, how I say, the down in the cellar, is the only Brunello di Montalcino that we're gonna age it for 1 year more, so it's like a Riserva, but we don't call it Riserva. It's similar, the notes, but here you can feel it more than in the Rosso di Montalcino, so a lot of leather, chocolate, also tobacco, and the fruit are not red fruit, but it's maybe more plums, the fruit. In the mouth it's very, very gentle, full-bodied, warm. The tannins are very, very delicate. I think the best.
Okay, I can't wait, looking forward to it.
Enjoy. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Vigna d'Alego, one of the single vineyards from Val di Suga, and it's called this obviously the vines where this wine comes from, and it gets its name from the lake that is right next door there. Vigna d'Alego. Let's enter into the hilltop town of Montalcino. That's a nice place to have lunch. Of course. Famous tower. Consorzio del Vino Brunello di Montalcino, the headquarters of the Consorzio Brunello di Montalcino. These are the guys that make the rules. Must be the most spectacular wine show thing I've ever been in. Chianti Classicos. But now we're in Brunello. Okay, buy a little half glass of just another 35, that's tempting. Barolo. Bruno Sbarbaresco. Wow. Oh, Rinaldi. Oh, I wish I was a rich man. bit more my price range. This one I've just tasted. You see it's €100 a bottle. It's got a free glass of wine. Oh wow. Satsukaya. Ah, one of my favourites. It's kind of just in my price range. Boggiano. Ah, Constanti. 2010, 540. It's not bad. I dread to think what they will cost.
Sorry?
I dread to think how much these will cost. Wow.
I have to finish this one.
Yeah, be a good evening.
Yeah.
Palm, Cliff, Shepherd Kim. Wow. Gaia, the King of Barbaresco, 1961 vintage. What an absolutely amazing shop this is. And rather not Tignanello. So after drinking more wine, I'm now going up to the top. Okay. Now we can see Montalcino. Nice and breezy up here. Lots of woodland there, a bit of a break from the vines. But look, compare this to Chianti Classico, where I've just come from. It's much flatter, the land. Obviously there is some elevation around. Generally speaking, it's much flatter than Chianti Classico. Certainly in the northern parts around Rada. Well, the middle part around Rada, I should say. And Lamole. It's much flatter. Much more Mediterranean type climate here. Much warmer. Wow. The wine room in Montalcino. It's a chance to try over 101 different wines, paying by the glass and or a tasting menu. I'm going to go for the and. So let's go and check it out. You see the machines there. Just take a glass of each one and put it on a credit card, as I'm about to find out. So, brilliant idea. You get a little credit card in here. Oh, there it is. Stick it in a slot. Pick a wine. 50 millilitres of wine for, in this case, €4, €4, etc. So I'm going to go around and see something that takes my fancy. That is very tempting. Let's see what we got. Oh, like a child in a sweet shop. It's one of my faves. I've got one of those at home. I've got a couple of those at home. Constante. I love Constanti. There's Yannico. Taste this one today. Paid more than that for mine. Right. Wow. What a wonderful place. And then, if you buy one of the wines that you've tasted, they take that price off the tasting off the wine as well. So it's a great idea. It's a really good way to get to know what type of Brunello you like, because there's so much variation in Brunello. Depending on soil, slight bit of elevation, winemaking techniques. If you're using Botti or French or Slavonian oak, or yeah, there's lots of different variations. Hundreds of different, thousands of different styles. Anyway, stop talking and get tasting. Okay, my first taste is going to be, oh, excuse my pronunciation, Alessimo. And they've got a standard Brunello, but they've also one from a very famous area called Montesoli. So 2019, great vintage as well. €9, bargain. Let's have a glass of that. Wow, very powerful tannins on that. Still a baby. Probably should wait another 10 years before I go on that one. Beautiful, that's going to be great, that. Very big structured wines. Deep and earthy at the moment. Beauty. Wine number 2, 2020, Brunello di Montalcino for Conti Costanti. One of the classic producers of the area. I think it should be a more classic style of wine, I'm guessing. So I tried this one, Casanova di Nero. Much more polished. Beautiful silky tannins. Big body. Lots of fruit. Very long. Excellent, excellent wine. Still a baby, but superb now. Great view of Montalcino from here as well.
There is Chianti. Okay, so Florence, Siena. That way, the opposite side, there is these pictures. Because here you can find the last 3 generations of the family. They all live here today, of course.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh shoot. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
The last one is Brunello Riserva, which is a special Brunello that we usually do not open for one tasting because it's 3 times higher the price.
Sure.
Yeah, so in general, this is our main.
Try this one first, it's the IGT. 70% Sangiovese, 30% Merlot. Rosso di Montalcino, very good quality. You know, you may even be fooled into thinking that's a Brunello, it's so good that. Brunello di Montalcino, which is very good, more structured Brunello, superb. And this one, which is a big surprise for me, Cabernet Franc, which I didn't even know they made here in this area. They use it under a different DOCG or DOC maybe? No, it's a DOC, yeah.
The best wine, because you have Amarone, Barolo, you have Brunello di Montalcino. Allora, every time that you go in a cellar, my suggestion is smell the cellar. Because the first thing that you can understand going in a room, in a house, in a cellar is if the place is clean or not. Even if you go, this is my point of view. The DOCG, that is a group with 78 kind of wine produced in Italy with this huge list of regulation, is not the group of the best wine. Don't believe to that. In the group there are the best wine, because you have Amarone, Barolo, you have Brunello di Montalcino, you have Chianti Classico, Superiore, and so on. But it's not that all the 78 wines are the best wine. So you say, oh, can I have a DOCG and I know that I'm going to taste an incredible wine. Is a way for our Minister of Agriculture to protect the recipe of how to make that wine. Because for us the history is very important. So, to protect the history of Slavonian oak and French oak, and different size, but I'm going to explain you in detail during the tasting. This is a map of Montalcino, if you want to take it free. And this is another area with the
wonderful small production.
You know that everyone, you can go inside, take picture.
Again, 13%, great alcohols. Superb.
Do you prefer sparkling still or sparkling still?
Wow, this is wonderful. Such small production, small bottle, tonneau, very small barrique, amount of barrique barrels. Wonderful. Wow, this is wonderful. I like the small ones.
Charlie producer, so don't feel shy if you want to use it for your, I just asked. Oh yeah, okay, no, for the bread, yeah. And honestly, here the real extra virgin olive oil from Tuscany you can only find in places like this. If you go in the supermarkets as well, but the point is that as we are now in the European community, it's very common to find a blend of Italian or Tuscan olive oil mixed with